Hi friends, it's Pastor Chris coming to you from my office once again this week. I wanted to tell you a little bit about some exciting news that the consistory has made a decision on just this past week, that we're planning on moving from outdoors to indoors in worship in the coming weeks. Now, our number one hope was that we would continue to do outdoor worship through the winter and have 70-degree weather the whole time. But we figured that maybe that's a little bit too much to ask right now. So we're making plans for being able to worship both online. We're going to continue that, and actually we're going to upgrade some of our equipment so that our online streaming experience is a little bit more clear, and we're hoping the sound will be quite a bit different too in the sanctuary, so that we can incorporate the organ once again into our music. But not only are we going to do that, but starting on November the 1st, we'll be moving back inside for worship from outside. So we'll be on the lawn for the next 2 Sundays still, but then we'll be moving back. And we'll be moving back also into Fellowship Hall. So, if you're familiar with our regular worship kind of schedule, we'll be going back to our 9:30 and 11:15 worship services. Now the difference is going to be that we're going to be limited to 50 people in each service. So you're going to have to call ahead and make reservations with the church office so that we can prepare and make sure that we have space for everybody who would like to come. The last thing we want to do is have to turn away people at the door for Sunday worship. And we realize that there's no perfect way to do this. But we're going to forge ahead and try and make sure that we do as best as we can. So our worship service will continue to involve Mass. It'll have great music, but we'll be very limited, if any, singing. We're hoping to have some instrumentalists as well to enhance our music in the worship service. But otherwise, you can expect a pretty normal worship service. It'll include a children's message, though we won't ask the children to come forward. They'll stay in their seats. And it'll include the regular liturgy that we have. We'll be sharing communion on the first Sunday of each month. And on that first Sunday back, November the 1st, we'll be sharing in a kind of a reflection on All Saints' Day. And that reflection will include remembering those who have passed away over the last year, and especially during this time when we've had to be apart. So we look forward to you joining with us in the next couple weeks out on the lawn, but also starting on November 1st, back in worship at either the 9:30 or 11:15 services. Again, we're hoping that you'll help us out by making reservations. We're also looking for about 4 or 5 ushers per service so that we can make things a little easier as people come in. Now, just like any use of the building right now, as you come in, you'll be asked if you've traveled to any states where there's currently a spike in coronavirus, if you've been in contact over the last 2 weeks with anybody who's had coronavirus, if you feel ill yourself. And like our RPMs, every week when they come, we'll have a temporal thermometer, which is a no-contact thermometer, which just scans your forehead to take your temperature. We'll allow for some adjustment to the inside from the outside before we do that. You'll get your bulletins as you come in, just like normal. If we have communion, you'll receive your communion elements as well. And it'll be a little different than what you're used to inside, but it'll still feel very similar to what you're used to too. So we're hoping to move forward. We hope this works out well, and we hope that one day soon we won't have to have all these restrictions in place, and we can continue and go back to worship the way we know it. But until that day, we look forward to working in this new way together, continuing to glorify and praise God each Sunday and every day of our lives. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact Kim at the church office. You can contact Pastor Marcy or me. You can contact any of our consistory members who should be able to help talk through some of the things that we're planning on doing in the weeks to come. You'll also be receiving a newsletter next week, sometime around October 20th or so, with all of this information in it, so that you don't have to keep rewatching this video, but can look at all those guidelines and directions right in front of you. Take care, God bless you, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.